Ron, what you been up to, dude?
I'm scratching my head, man. I'm out of video ideas. Done taught everybody in the world how to ride dirt bikes already, and everyone's getting fast as fuck out there. I guess it's time to make a tech tips video. We ain't done one of them in a while.
Are you tired of dragging your dick through the dirt, trying to fix your two-wheeled machine? Get ready to learn the bike maintenance secrets of the baddest motherfucker on two wheels, Ronnie Mac.
People all the time, they ask me, Ron, I'm losing bolts out of my bike, man. I'm having to replace my fender bolts and my seat bolts. Everything's rattling, falling out, you know. And I'm like, dude, you should never have to check or work on a dirt bike. They should just be able to handle themselves if they're set up properly. And that's why, instead of just checking over bolts every now and then or washing my bike and seeing if something's loose, I just Loctite that shit in there. This is one of the bolts you gotta make sure is strong. It's the front brake cable. And I know what you guys are probably thinking. Ron doesn't run a front brake. Front brakes are pussies. Brakes only slow you down. Which are all true things that your Uncle Ron has probably taught you before in the past. But what I realized over my years of being badass is simple fact, I can't do burnouts if I don't got a front brake. So I don't call it a front brake. I call it a burnout lever. And this is the burnout lever cable that runs down. So let's not be mistaken. Now you gotta make sure you got plenty of pressure on it. I think it's good. Yeah, so, changing your oil is a vital thing to do to keep the health of an engine, There's no oil coming out. A lot of times people would see this and they'd think, there's a lot of metal in that engine, but this, it's a Screaming Eagle we're talking about here. She runs off metal. She's a fire-breathing machine. So, now I guess I forgot to put oil in it last time. Dumb Uncle Ron. So at least I don't gotta drain the oil out. So what I'll do is I'll just clean off these metal flakes. And you shove her back in, fill her up with oil, you're good to go, baby. And the thing is, man, you gotta make sure you keep these oil drain bolts tight. Of course, what do? We Loctite all of our bolts, of course. So you wanna make sure that bolt's tight. And when I'm tightening my drain bolt down here, you can feel it, it's super hard. It's hard, you can't even budge it. So that you wanna go past that, and it starts to loosen up a little bit. Stop. Once you feel it loosen up a little bit, it's good. It's as tight as it's gonna get. Leave it, it's never gonna come out. Yeah, of course, making sure your air cleaner is always good. That's an important thing in checking your bike. Shit. It's that Loctite I put on them bolts. See, a lot of times when you're taking off seat bolts, it's better to use some more leverage, Get that axle breaker on the back. There we go. Got her nice and loosened up. See, that's the thing. You Loctite them bolts in, they ain't ever coming out, man. I tell you what. People ask me all the time, Ron, how often you change your air cleaner? Of course, I don't change my air cleaner, I just dust them off. But I'd say every 6 or 9 months, annually, semi-annually. Now, see, there's a big myth and theory about how people hate doing air filters. So you hear people say something stupid, like, I'd rather change a tire than clean an air filter. Dude, I've never cleaned my air filters, and I'll show you. This one's pretty bad. So, with a filtration system, what you're going to want to do, you look at this filter and think, oh shit, it's so dirty, it's nasty, I need to clean it up, I need to put this in a bucket full of gas and get my hands all roached out, and my hands are going to burn afterwards. It's just, it's not good. So what I do is I just give it a little swiperoo. Just wipe it off, do some of your own maintenance on this filter, because, it's still good. You got to understand that NASA built this dirt bike to go to the goddamn moon. And you know what's on the moon? There's plenty of moon dust up there. So these things live off of dust and dirt, man. They run better on them. Now, it's time to I'll get her wiped off a little bit more. Then you just drop her down in. There we go. And don't forget, folks, after you're done wiping your filter off, putting it back in the bike, you gotta spruce it up with a little bit of, I like to call it a, kind of like a hobo shower, kind of like a horse shower. You just throw a little bit of deodorant on the armpits. Keep her nice and sticky. I'd say do it a couple times a year, I don't know, every 6 or 9 months. Just pull your filter out, dust it off, man. So now that we're buttoning up your air cleaner, you know, tires are important. And the thing about tires is nobody likes to change them, dude. They're a pain in my dick. I'd never change a tire. I'd rather my bike be a little bit shitty than have to change a tire. But for Straight Rhythm, the fine fellas over there at Dunlop Racing, they changed my tires for me, man. They gave me the spec tires. I stuck to the ground like glue out there. Best part about it, though, they let me take my takeoff tires. They let me keep them. So now I've got these spare set of tires. They said they were just going to throw it away. You got to make sure these bolts are tight. So they were just going to throw it away. And I'm like, there's still a lot of good life left in this tire, man. Like, look at this thing. Like, granted, the middle's pretty wore out, but there's a lot of good edge left on this. Like, I mean, back before I got all famous and shit, I would have freaking dug this tire out of the garbage can. So old Ronnie me won't let this go to waste. And see, the thing is with mixing gas, guys, obviously your Lucas Oil 2-cycle oil is going to go in there. There's no doubt about that. You can just throw it on there, let her drain out. People don't understand, and I know I've gone through a lot of different tech tips when it comes to putting fuel in the bike. What I've learned is you want to try to kind of use all the different lubricants. Like, you know, throw a little filter cleaner in there. That'll be good. You know, you think maybe sticky might be bad, but I think once it mixes with everything, it actually ends up turning into good lube. Fork fluid, that's really slippery. You know that's going to be good for the engine. Throw a little fork fluid in there. You know, the problem is too, a lot of times your engine parts wear out because they get really dirty. So I put a little bit of washing fluid in there as well. You know, just to keep your engine clean. You don't want to get dirty in there. And I know what y'all are thinking at home. You're waiting to hear, oh, Ron, where's the tiger semen at? That's what everybody wants to know about. What makes Ron's bike so fast? Well, we just got a fresh shipment in from Bangladesh. And of course, it's tiger semen. The #1 ingredient to success in the number 69 machine. Like I always say, this stuff is very expensive. It's very sticky. You don't want it on your hands. So you gotta be very careful pouring it in. And you just want to put a little bit in. A little dab will do you. Dab will do you. Don't be wasteful. Whoa, Jesus Christ. Oh, man. Once it gets you on your skin, it sticks on you for about 6 or 9 days, folks. Not good. Now, it's time to just mix her all up and pour her on in. You just pour it on in there.
Yo, Ron, where's your kill switch at?
Yeah. You know, people have asked me about kill switch. I don't know, man. There's something just calming about the word kill switch. I don't like it. So I don't run one on my dirt bike. I feel like it's non-American. I don't want to shut it off. So that's why. Now I know what you're thinking if you're a pussy 4-stroke rider. Why did I just sit there and watch how to mix gas and haul ass? I have a 4-stroke. Good news for you guys. I've got one last segment for my 4-stroke riders. The only tool you need, and I'd say you probably need to use it about once a month, is a tampon. That's all you 4-stroke riders are going to need to get to the next level. Now you guys think that I'm going to leave out the most important part about working on your dirt bike is rewarding yourself afterwards. And shit, maybe before too. Depends how you're feeling. Cheers, boys.
Another thing your old Uncle Ron's gonna clear up for you is the myth on warming your dirt bike up.
You don't need to sit there and warm up. You don't need to be pissing, pansying the throttle, barely blipping it. I'd say you fire it up, you rev it up good for 6 or 9 seconds, and you go, man.